The National Retail Federation, one of the largest retail organizations in the United States, released a report last week showing that Donald Trump's trade wars, the tariffs that he has put on goods coming from China, specifically furniture and luggage, just those two things are going to cost American consumers an additional $6 billion. $6 billion in additional costs that fall on you and me and everybody else in this country, just because Donald Trump is having a fit about trade imbalances between the U.S. and other countries. $6 billion that we will waste because Donald Trump decided to start a trade war because of his massive ego. And according to Trump himself, he only plans on putting more tariffs in place against countries like China. He just proposed an additional $16 billion last week as well, the same day that this particular report came out. Here's the caveat, though. That additional $6 billion in costs that consumers are going to have to pay is only based on current spending levels. So that assumes that every one of us is willing to go out there and pay the higher price for these things, the furniture and the luggage. That's not going to happen. When prices go up, especially when they go up super high, super fast, consumers stop spending. What happens when consumers stop spending? It creates a surplus of goods and less need for workers because you're not selling anything. You don't need to manufacture new things because you're already sitting on a surplus. That leads to layoffs. Layoffs lead to less spending, and so on and so forth, and the cycle repeats itself. So this $6 billion that the National Retail Federation is trying to say we're going to incur is hypothetical. It will be there. And if we all decide, screw it, we don't like holding on to our money anyway, and we like getting ripped off, then yeah, we'll go and we'll end up spending that extra $6 billion. But history tells us and human nature tells us that that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is that spending is going to shrink, jobs are then going to retract, and so on and so forth. And it's all because of Donald Trump's trade wars. Now, I guarantee you the Republicans are still freaking out about this right now because they understand that any contraction within the U.S. economy right now is going to cost them dearly in the midterms. They also understand that standing up to Donald Trump could make him a little angry and maybe he'll tweet out something mean about him, so they don't know what to do. Would they rather face 30,000 angry voters in their district or one angry idiot with the Twitter app? They would rather face the 30,000 angry constituents back home because that's how spineless they are. They are too terrified to stand up to Donald Trump and tell him that his trade wars are stupid and that it's going to end up wrecking the U.S. economy. And they would rather go back and tell their constituents, whoa, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry, he knows what he's doing. He's a very stable genius, remember? It's not going to work out well for them however you slice it. There are no winners in trade wars. And Donald Trump is making sure that out of all the losers who are going to be in this situation, the U.S. becomes the biggest one.